Hey guys, it's Woods. Welcome back to my channel. Got my new earrings that I got today. I got these in a vlog that I filmed where I'll be collaborating with one of my friends, Taylor. So that will be up in a couple days, maybe this weekend. I'm not quite sure. But the last video that I posted was a ghost hunting paranormal investigation where I talked about my mediumship and whatnot. And there was one part where I went to one of the cemeteries that I've investigated at quite a couple times. And I had a flashlight right here and it rolled by itself. And one of the YouTube shorts that I posted got a decent amount of views and a couple people wanted me to debunk it or they didn't believe it. So I'm going to drive there. We're going to put the AC on and I'm going to show you the original clip now. And then it'll cut to me being at the cemetery where I'll be trying to debunk it. So yeah, next clip. The spirits that aren't fully love and light, I don't invite you to talk with me, although you may communicate through the flashlight. You can Okay guys, we're here, we're at the cemetery. I know it doesn't look like the same view, but I remember there's this birdhouse outside my car that I could see through my passenger window, and you might recognize that view. This is the hard part of getting my phone to stay up here because I don't have a proper tripod and my dashboard's weird. Okay, so flashlight. I'm just gonna turn it on for good measure, just in case the spirits here want to communicate again. It was right here, and I remember I turned it towards the camera a little bit more. And then, just to copy the setup, I had my K2 right there. Do you see that lighting up? Okay, I don't want to move that. Okay. Hi, spirits. I'm back. I know that one of you moved the controller, or as some people think, my air conditioning moved the controller. So I'm just here. Why is this lighting up? My car isn't on. If I move it away from my phone, it's still lighting up. What the fuck? Ugh. Spirit, that's amazing. That shows me, and whoever's watching this, that you're here. So if that is a way that you like to communicate, please keep lighting that up. That's amazing. I'm going to turn on the spirit box just so they can communicate. But first, let's try and debunk. Sorry, I couldn't tell if my seats were dirty or if it was my phone. Let's try and debunk the thing. So one thing I want to note, this thing right here that like the seat head thing goes into, it goes upwards. So when sorry, that scared me. So when it rolled up this way on its own, it rolled upwards, like on its own. And one other thing that I want to show you guys is how my car is sitting upwards. Like it's not leaning downwards. Like my car is really even on the road. So I just want to point that out, because if my car was leaning this way, then that would have made more sense as to the flashlight moving on its own. Okay. Let's put y'all back. Okay. And put this back here. Point this towards you guys, and then you're probably gonna fall when I start my car. I'm gonna full blast my AC. I'm gonna even move the AC. I'm gonna move the wind towards the flashlight. Even if I put the flashlight in my hand in front of the AC, the wind isn't enough to move it. Like, there's no way that this AC could move the remote, the flashlight. Because there was this one person that commented on my video that the flashlight, that the AC would move the flashlight, and I was like, fair, but like, this is metal. Like, this is fairly heavy. It's a U-line flashlight, and this is my max AC when it's on me. So I don't really know how that can move the flashlight on its own, but I'm gonna try my best to debunk it, or to have the spirits here admit it. Sorry, I'm just trying to find a good level to see. Okay. Also, at that point in the video, like, my car wasn't moving and I was sitting here because I was feeling frustrated because I wasn't getting anything, or I thought I wasn't getting anything from the spirits, which is totally okay. They're not required to communicate to me, but I was feeling frustrated because, like, I was spending a lot of time on that video and I felt like I wasn't getting anything from it. So that's why I was sitting here looking defeated, because I was like, damn, this sucks. Anyways, I'm just doing a quick investigation. We're gonna pull out the spirit box, which, by the way, I got sap on it when I was doing that last investigation, so it's a little dirty and I have no clue how to get it off.
DEBUNK. Scanning.
Okay. I invite in the spirits from the cemetery of love and light to communicate with me through any of these things. And then if there was a spirit who moved this flashlight on its own last time I was here, I invite you in. So if you want to admit to moving the flashlight on your own, or tell me anything, or communicate with me, you can communicate with me through this, or you can light this up by touching it or going near it, or you can move the flashlight or tap it on by doing that. Even if I put the flashlight down rough like this, still isn't moving on its own. And I can rock my car and it's still in one spot. So, okay. Did anyone here move my flashlight the last time I was here? I just fully saw, like, someone walking out of this main gate in front of me. Like, there's a big gate that you open so your car can drive in. I just fully saw someone walk through it, like a woman. Did any of you move the flashlight the last time I was here? Is there anyone here that would like to say hi, or that would like to introduce themselves? If you want to move my flashlight again, feel free. I won't look at the flashlight. So if you're shy, that's okay. you're so welcome to communicate with me. Like, I'm not here to harm. I'm just here to prove to these people that one of you actually moved the flashlight on your own. Because I want you guys to be seen, if you want to be seen. Sorry, I heard someone talking. I'm keeping that one up. Are there any spirits here, energies here that would like to communicate with me? I only invite in ones of love and light and positive intention. I'm gonna just keep this going down here on my console because maybe they'll talk if I'm not touching anything. Yeah. You guys can touch this as well or go near it. Okay, let's try AM. Nothing. That's okay. I know the spirit box can be a little daunting to communicate through, so that is so fair. I am seeing a lot of stuff in the graves. But yeah, I don't know how else to try and debunk it. Like, so far, all the things that people were suggesting could have moved the flashlight. It's not. So I don't know what else I could do. So I'm not really sure how else to debunk something like that. And the reason why I'm using equipment is because even though I am a medium, one reason why I don't use my mediumship abilities in a lot of these videos is because, like, my main goal... I'm gonna put the flashlight up. Sorry, I just, like, intuitively I feel like I need to put it up. Like, spirits being like, put the flashlight up. Like, my spirit team, not these spirits. But the reason why I don't use my mediumship abilities is because my main goal is to prove to people that this stuff exists through things like my K2, because although this detects electricity, like, if I'm near no electrical source and this is going off, like, that, how can you explain that? Or like with the spirit box, it's going through radio stations and the spirits are manipulating the energy and the frequencies to pick the words that they want to communicate with. How can you explain that? Like, how? So if I use my mediumship skills, it doesn't mean as much to some people. I feel like when I'm using equipment made for this purpose to prove that, like, hey, spirits do exist, that's what I'm trying to explain. I don't know, if I didn't believe in all this, if someone was using their mediumship skills and there's no way to back it up, I definitely believe equipment over mediumship skills. So there are ways that it can be proved, but I just don't know how to prove the flashlight with my mediumship skills. But I can try and use my mediumship skills right now and tell you guys what I am getting, but yeah, we can try that. This is something that me and Taylor came across. Taylor and I, we have a channel together, Tan Woods. Sometimes we post shit on there, sometimes we don't. But there's one investigation that we did in British Columbia at a cemetery where it felt like feminine energy was on one side and masculine energy was on one side, and it feels like there's a woman in front of me and a man behind me, and the woman is younger, maybe like my age, but she's in an older fashioned like gown, like from the early 1900s to late 1800s, and then the man behind me is older than me. I can't gauge how much. He could be in his late 20s to early 30s, or he could be like 50 or 60, and he has brown hair, and so does the woman in front of me. There's also a little girl that I've seen and am connected with in the cemetery, and I did mention that in my last video. She's shy, but she's also here. There's also some not as positive things here, but I don't really like interacting with them. But I have investigated at this cemetery with my cousin and his girlfriend, and there was a lot of shit that these negative energies said to us, like slurs and not so good things. So there's definitely a balance of energies at this place. But yeah, anyways, I don't really know how else to debunk all of this. So but yeah, I don't know how else to, like, I'm shaking the car and it's not moving as much as it moved in the video. Like, watch. Fuck, I don't know where to put you to show. I'm just, like, that shit is not moving. So I don't know how else to debunk. Like, this is air conditioning full blast. AC full blast is not even moving my phone. I moved my phone out of the way. It's still not moving the flashlight. Like, I'm shaking the car. The flashlight is still in its spot. So I don't know how else to debunk. So hopefully that made some skeptics not so skeptical. There's no other, like, if you have any other ideas for debunking the flashlight moving by itself, please let me know, because this cemetery is very easy to get to from where I live. Sorry, I'm trying to turn off this flashlight with one hand. I feel like a Ghostbuster, like, looks wise. I don't really know how else to prove anything, so I'm gonna go home and I'm gonna edit this and I'm gonna post all, but hopefully that debunked it. Or, well, I guess it didn't really debunk it. I feel like it was a very tried debunk. Like, I just don't know how else to do it. So anyways, I hope that was good. Time to drive home. Drive. Oh my god, the locals probably think I'm so fucking weird. Bye, cemetery. Let's go home.